How's it going? So, it's been a month, and it's time to talk about some $3.87 Walmart crap. I'm going to start. I'll do this first video, will be this Ozark Trail multi-tool that was $3.88. Now, that was a really good price, I got to say, for, a bunch of metal in the shape of tools. Sure. It's not bad. It's kind of springy, right? The spring did not break or fall out in the last month. So the pros. I kind of like that it springs open like this, that you don't have to like manipulate it with your finger like you do on a Leatherman. Well, so I have a Leatherman Wave here, I'll show you. So when I use my Leatherman, I got to use my hand to like manipulate the jaws. See, I kind of grip it between the two fingers, and that's how I get more fine as I get closer than, But so this one will actually spring open. But at the same time, it kind of bothered me a few times because I get it locked in place, the way I would my Leatherman, and then I switch hands, because maybe I got to like get it in there and then I can turn it with my better hand. But this loosens up because of this spring, so fail. The other thing, I'm going to say the main thing that I use a Leatherman for is as a Phillips screwdriver. And normally that will be done by making one straight out, putting the pliers in, and trying to get like a long straight screwdriver. So the problem with this is any force you put up here closes the screwdriver. They made it so, if you can see, the screwdriver isn't on this end, where if I were pushing against the screwdriver, it would actually be folding it this way. But they put it on this side, so when you push, it actually folds it this way. So here I am trying to, screw something in, and it keeps closing every time I turn it. Useless. That's what I'm going to say. I'm going to come out and say it now. This multi-tool is useless if you use a real multi-tool. If you have a Leatherman or a Gerber or a SOG or somebody that actually made a Leatherman thinking about people who use them every day as tools and not just as some like piece of jewelry that's on their waistband, this thing is useless. I can't use the pliers. It doesn't work as a screwdriver. It doesn't work as a straight screwdriver. It will not adequately cut wire with this little wire cutter. I can't strip wires with it. It doesn't have the spot to strip the wire like a Leatherman, the little rounded out. You can see in there, see how it's rounded so that when you want to strip a wire, it's actually, there's a little hole circle there. It's like a variable size hole cutter. So, I mean, it's got other stuff on it I really didn't use. I think I used this once to try and open a bottle, and instead it ripped it open, poked a hole right through it instead of actually prying the bottle cap off. There's a little awl-looking thing, but again, all the tools are on the wrong side of the assembly, right? So if they put the tool here, it would have been much better, because any force you put on the tool would not make it close. It would be force against the spine. But with their poor design, they really messed this thing up. And for $3.87, it is, I mean, throw it in the garbage, whatever. You wasted a couple bucks. You could have bought a McDouble and a McChicken and a soft drink instead. But, you bought this multi-tool, and maybe you've never had a multi-tool, and this is perfect for you as a beginner multi-tool. Something to show you what multi-tools kind of could do. But I mean, if you carry a regular Leatherman or Gerber or like a big name brand multi-tool, like the Wave or a Super Tool, or what I call a heavy duty meaning you use it for everything, I highly recommend the Leatherman Wave. I'm not sponsored by Leatherman, but I carry a Leatherman Wave every day, whether it be a new one or an old one. I have 4 of them now. And all of them, I mean, it's great. I can do the screwdriver thing. And let me just show you side by side here. I know this locks into place, but even if it didn't, do you see how the tool is lined up with what it's connected to? Instead of being like the tool's offset over here, and then, it doesn't make sense how they made it where none of the tools could stay open when you use them. So What do I say about this $3.88 Walmart multi-tool? I say, fail. It's a piece of shit.